Alright guys, so in today's video what I'm going to be talking about is basically the 5 rarest emblems that are currently, some of them are obtainable and some of them are not right now in Destiny, but I'm going to be going over the top 5 rarest emblems that you barely see, and basically some of them you probably will never see in Destiny future coming, because you know a lot of players are starting to play Destiny now, and there's a vast amount of players in this world now playing Destiny, so it becomes less and less probable of finding players with these emblems. So starting it off with the number 5 spot here. Well, it's not really a number 5 spot. These are just the top 5 rarest emblems in my eyes. There's no specific order. I'm just naming these off a list I got here. So first off, we got the Sign of Founders. Now, I don't think I've really ever seen this specific emblem. To obtain this emblem, you have had to have played Destiny during its very first week. Now, obviously, this emblem is long gone. You cannot obtain this whatsoever anymore. But in fact, there are probably around several thousands of players that are day 1 players specifically that have this emblem, I believe. Let me know if you do have this emblem down below in the comments if you were a day 1 player. I unfortunately am not. I did not play this since day 1. I came in a couple months after it was released. But this emblem does look really cool. I wish I was day 1 player because I'd be repping this thing for sure. Now next we have 2 emblems here that are in the same spot. We have the Founders Seal and Sign of Elders. Now these emblems were distributed to players who participated in Destiny's open beta. The Founders Seal, and of course the Sign of Elders. Now the issue with these emblems is that a lot of players made new Bungie.net accounts to participate in the full version of Destiny once it had released. So in general, they had to sacrifice these emblems, making new Bungie.net accounts, making these 2 emblems the 2 of the rarest emblems in Destiny. So the next emblem I have here is probably the most colorful and coolest. I really wish I did have one of these, but you know, it's called the Pathfinder Sign. Now, this basically, you probably have never seen this in game. I've seen it like twice. I know one person who has it. It's really awesome because, you know, you don't see anyone with it, and repping this thing is absolutely, it honestly just mind-boggling because I would love to have this emblem, but, you know, I sadly can't. But the way you have had to have gotten this emblem was to have had to have a Bungie.net account prior to 2013. Now, the time period for this is obviously long gone, so you can never get this emblem ever again. Now, obviously, there's those special occasions where Halo players have registered on Bungie.net a long while back, so they would have had the access to this emblem even if they use the same Bungie.net account right now. As mentioned before, many people created new Bungie.net accounts prior to the release of Destiny, so this led to them losing this awesome little emblem here they could have bagged themselves. But this is a really rare emblem. You really aren't going to see it in game. If you do, those guys are really day 1 players, even way before day 1 players for Destiny. Now this next one I'm still on the lurking about. These last 2 here I'm going to be talking about are, you can still obtain these last 2. I want to get one of these 2. I don't have any of these 2 yet, but starting it off, we have the Sign of Opposing Will. Now the way to get this emblem is pretty self-explanatory. You gotta just, all you have to do is beat Bungie in their own game. So when Bungie does their Bungie bounties, and if you end up matching or joining their session and beating them, they'll reward you with this awesome little emblem here in your Postmaster a couple hours after their event is closed. It's pretty cool because, you know, you get to face against Deej, Cosmo, all those Bungie creators and beat them at their own game, and it's really something cool to rep and wear. I still don't really see that many people with this emblem. I don't recall seeing anyone with this, but you know, it's a pretty awesome emblem that I will want to get in the near future. And last but not least, you know, we had to put this one in there. It's a Sign of Containment. I'm still trying to get this bad boy after probably years of doing this. Basically, the way to get this, it requires you to put your effort to fend off thousands of other content creators and become a legend by making videos of yourself failing, winning, and or dancing. Obviously, you don't have to do those 3 things for success, but it's basically, you'll need to impress Cosmo and or Deej. I'm pretty sure it's just Cosmo you gotta impress to get your way and win the Movie of the Week. It's mainly I mainly see a lot of YouTubers with this emblem and or other small content creators as well. It's really difficult if you are a really low name person out there getting your name out there. You gotta do something really unique on the Bungie.net forums here in order to get seen, but you know, these are the 5 rarest emblems that I personally think that are in Destiny. Let me know down below in the comments if you have any of these and if you think other ones are just as rare. I know there's the Refer a Friend quest. I just don't find that to be like that awesome of an emblem in my eyes. But yeah, just let me know in the comments down below which ones of the 5 you guys have and what other 5 emblems you guys think are just as rare. I'd love to hear. But it's been Sporno, guys, and take care.